Hey, what is going on guys, Green Jelly here, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I have the last battle with the Christmas themed PU team. So, if you haven't checked out the team builder, or the two other battles I did this team, click in the top right corner and you can see each of those. But if you've already seen those, we can get straight into this battle. So obviously, by looking at my opponent, they have a Komala, Lurantis, Electros, Drifblim, Wishy-Washy, and Arbok. So while I've been playing through PU, these Pokemon haven't really appeared a lot. I've seen Drifblim a couple of times, and I've seen Komala a couple of times, but the rest of them not really. This battle was a bit of a short one, but there were some interesting things that happened. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. So he's going to start off with his Komala, and I'm going to send out Santa. So I know I outspeed this thing, so I'm just going to set up a layer of spikes, and he reveals that he's Sleep Talk Last Resort. So I thought, you know what, perfect. Hopefully this guy doesn't see it coming. I'll go for the Destiny Bond, and hopefully he just Sleep Talks again to knock me out. And he does. So I'm going to get up a layer of spikes, and I'm going to be able to take him down. So a pretty good start for me right there. Next I'm going to go out into Vixen, and he brings out Electros, so I'm going to straight parting shot out of there because I don't really have a lot to hit an Electros, and I'd rather go into something that can deal with it better, such as Blitzen. So Blitzen takes a flamethrower pretty easily and gets some leftovers recovery. Now I thought he'd switch out, so I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rocks, but he actually uses Giga Drain and gets a critical hit, which isn't very good. Now I definitely predicted him to switch out, and I didn't know what he'd switch into, so I just went for the Toxic, and it proved to be a pretty good play, because he goes into Drifblim, a decently bulky Pokemon, which I can't really touch that well with my moveset. So now I'm going to switch out. As I said, I can't touch it, and go into Vixen, and he's going to try and trick me, but of course it doesn't work, because I'm holding a memory, and memories can't be tricked. Anyway, he's going to switch out and go into his Wishy-Washy. So the Wishy-Washy is a school form, obviously, and I didn't really know what to do here, so I just went straight for the parting shot, which proved to be the right play. Anyway, I'm going to go into Prancer, because I know Prancer can deal with it easily, and he's going to go back into Drifblim, but after Stealth Rock's damage, a Leaf Blade's going to be able to take him out, which was really nice. And he also had Aftermath, which wasn't great. Now, this is where the problem starts. He goes into Lurantis, right? And I don't really have a lot that can deal with Lurantis. So I go for the knockoff to get rid of his item, which is the Life Orb, which turns out to be kind of pointless. He goes for the superpower and he gets a crit, and since he's contrary, his stats raise rather than get lowered from the superpower. So I go into Blitzen, not really a good move, and I survive on 3%, which is actually worse for me, because he's going to be able to get off another superpower and get yet another stat raise. So this Lurantis is looking really dangerous, but I have a plan. First, what I need to do, I need to go into Vixen, and I need to slow it down with the Thunder Wave. And thankfully, Thunder Wave doesn't miss, and I'm able to get it off. If Thunder Wave missed, I would have just lost right there. Anyway, he's going to break through, and he's going to knock me out with a superpower, but that's all part of the plan. Now that the Lurantis is paralyzed, its speed is halved, and Rudolph's going to outspeed it and knock it out with a Hyper Voice. So Rudolph clutch right there. Really good. Anyway, he's going to bring in his Wishy-Washy, and I know he's definitely going to go for the Ice Beam, so I just go straight into Lantern, because Lantern can take Ice Beams every day of the week. Now, I was debating switching into Leafeon, because he did have the Earthquake, and but then I remembered that Leafeon wasn't on a lot of HP, so I might as well stay in. I go for the Thunderbolt, and I get a lucky Paralysis, but he reveals he has the Papa Berry, and goes up it goes up back to halfway. And he reveals that he does have the Earthquake, which is really bad for me, because now I'm not going to be able to knock him out, and he's going to break through Paralysis and knock out Comet, but it doesn't really matter. I knew the battle was basically mine here, because the Wishy-Washy is going to revert back to its little self form, I don't know what you call it. I think it's just going to revert back to a single Wishy-Washy, and I'm going to be able to knock it out with a knockoff. Then he brings in his Arbok here, and I'm going to whip out the big guns. I'm just going to go straight for a Breakneck Blitz, and it is going to knock him out. So the game was basically mine here. All he's got is his Electros left, and I'm going to be able to knock off his Assault Vest, which was really nice. So Leafeon really pulled through near the end there, and did some good work. So he's gonna knock me out with a flamethrower, and I'm gonna bring in Drampa, which is gonna be able to live any hit, but it just outspeeds him and knock him out with a hyper voice. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is the last battle with the PU Santa Christmas theme team. So if you haven't seen any of the battles, just remember to click up in the top right and you can check those out. Also, the next team builder will be coming in probably about a week's time, maybe 2 weeks, and it's going to be a UU team builder, so make sure to look out for that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a jolly good day, and peace out, everyone.